Hello and welcome. This is round 14 of Go2Whoa. This is round 14 Go2Whoa. The ACC GT4 League. Thank you for joining us. We are about to get this one underway. We'll be starting very, very soon. That's why I don't have any sound coming through. All right, that's a little bit better. So welcome. This is, round 4, ACC GT4. My name is Nick. I'm going to be your commentator tonight. I was due to have a co-commentator, but we've had some difficulties along the way, so this is going to be me flying solo. I think I should be able to handle this one. All right, cool. So let's have a look. So where are we this week? We are in the Kyalami circuit, South Africa. This track, a little bit harder to do my research on this one. Couldn't find too much in terms of, it's got a lot of interesting corner names on there, so it was a bit disappointing I couldn't find all the information, but it's a 16 turn, 4.52 kilometre circuit, lots of undulations. Some sweeping corners in there as well. A little bit of a technical part up through 2, 3, 4. But a lot of it's a fast flowing circuit. And as you can see there, every corner pretty much has a name. It's got a bit of a history, this circuit, in terms of it was quite prominent for a while there in South Africa, and then fell on some financial difficulty and then dropped off for a while, then came back again with some wealthy backers. So it's in the ACC game, which is the main thing. Looking forward to it as well. So big vlog straight up the front. Should hopefully see some overtaking through there, and then through 10 and 11 as well. But as I was saying, lots of undulations in this one, so it's going to be exciting to watch. All right, so that's a little bit about the track. Let's have a look where we are standings wise. Got a few more minutes left of practice. We have, just give me a moment, there we go. Alright, so the championship standings, so this is driver championship standings as it sits right now. So last week we were in Suzuka, where it was someone awesome who managed to pretty much wrap up the championship. So he needs to score minimum points, and he will have it all absolutely, just put a little bow on top tonight. And he will take home the championship. So he's currently in first place right now in that Mercedes. So he's on 343 points. In P2 is Ty Morgo in the other Mercedes. He is in second place currently. And then you've got Eagle Wind D-Roll. So last night, I thought I've been calling him Eagle Wind Death Roll for whatever reason. I'm not too sure if that is his name, so I'm just going to call him Eagle Wind. He's in P3 on 244 points. Then you got Wheezy Weston. So he didn't race last week. He's on 241. Then Brenticles, he's on 202. Stanhouse in that McLaren, 182. Angry Old Fella in another Mercedes, always a contender for the races in this league. He's on 170. And then Mersey Blue in 162. So the drivers in blue there, they're all indicated as being the pro drivers. The Pro-Am drivers, the first of the Pro-Am is Morningstar Mike in his BMW. So he's on 132. Big Les Gaming, he's in 10th place overall on 130 points. Then it's Psycho Agency, so another pro driver. He's down in 11th on 126. Then you got Exo in the other BMW, 114 points. So he's representing Happy Endings Baby Oil Racing. Bits of Missing, he is representing Mason Jars Racing. So he's down there in P13 on 102 points. And just very, very closely behind him on 101 is Hammer. And then down in 15th is Vert Wheeler. So he's on 93 points. That's the top 15 of 22 drivers. The other 7 you can see down there for yourself. So that gives us an idea of driver standings. Let's have a look at the championship standings. I'm not too sure if it's a typo, but it looks like Finger Licking Good, which is Someone Awesome, and Bert Wheeler on 433 points. We've got Copperback Racing on 430, so I'm not too sure if that's been a mistake made in there. Not too sure, but I'd say it's probably flipped around, might be a typo. Then you've got Ryko Racing in P3 there, Soft Porn Racing, one of the Pro-Am teams, on 334. Dragon Wonton Racing, another Pro-Am team, Lethargy Racing, down there as well. And then it's Mason Jars Racing, Happy Endings Baby Oil. And you've got Team Vivino Racing and Team Zero Racing as well. So that gives you an idea of the standings, the driver standings, as well as the championship standings. Let's have a quick look how they're going out there right now. We've got about 3 minutes left of practice. I'll just get this logo up. It's quite large, so fix that one up. So I've got some technical difficulties tonight. My TV is not cooperating, so I'm going to have to do it off the computer screen. A little bit different, but still be able to do it nonetheless. Alright, so these guys got a few more minutes left of practice. Gives us an opportunity though, just to do a quick little, let's jump on board. This is an angry old fella. Do a quick lap around, starting right at the beginning. But just walk you through a little bit. This is coming up to around turn 9, so they call this the S's. And then this morning here, turn 10 and 11, so it's got a cop. So a lot of interesting names. Can use all of the curve there, as you just saw him doing, just rolling over that. Coming up through the sweeping left-hander, turn 12, called the mine shaft. Indicative of the steepness of the corner. Turn 15 here, Cheetah. That's cool. Going a little bit wide. So we'll see if we can jump on board with someone else. He's coming up through Cheetah, so this is quite handy. Cheetah through this. You've got to watch out for that sausage curve there. It can unsettle the car. Weezy's done it to me as well. Might just wait for the race, I think. But we know when guys are going to be going all the way around the circuit, as we're pretty much close to wrapping this one up. As you can see, only a minute left of the T-minus 1 minute, get qualifying underway. So we saw someone awesome nice bow on it. Found out during the week Kyalami actually used my house in Zulu. Interesting. In terms of GT cars, race lap record around this configuration of the circuit is held by an Australian, funnily enough. So Matt Campbell holds the race record in a 911 GT4 Porsche. Challenger 142. So you're going to see those times tonight. Probably close to what we're seeing now, the 151s by Someone Awesome. So you can go a little bit lower than that in qualifying, which is going to be just under 2 minutes, just over 2.5 minutes. round 14. Go2Whoa series. Should be a good one. I'm looking forward to the second provides a fair bit of action. Like a little excursion. Alright, who else do we have out there? Big Les is out there. Excursion. So, yeah, 90 seconds and we'll get this one underway.
Green light, show them what you got.
Alright, so we're about to start. Got a full grid tonight, which is great. Looks like Mersey Blue is going to lead us away. So he's one of the Lethargy Racing drivers. Now we can do a full lap, I think. Let's go have a look at this one. So turn 2, this is Crowthorne. Usually first key corner, use all the curve through there. This is the Justy Sweep. This one's my favourite corner, turn 5, Barbecue Bend is what they call it. Apparently really good viewing in real life. I'm not too sure why they call it Barbecue Bend though. About it all. As you come through here, this is 7, this is Clubhouse. So we can use a little bit of the curve there, just on the inside and on the exit. Then, yeah, this is 8 and 9, so the S's. So we see him getting a little bit loose through there. Do a little track introduction. And then 10 and 11. So this is a really difficult corner I found. Did some laps around here during the weekend in the GT4 car as well, just to sort of get a feel for it. That corner's quite difficult because you've got to coming over humps, it's wide. So you really have to know where your braking marker is. I want to try and get a nice line through here. So you can use all the curve. Yeah, that's 13. That's 12. This is 13 through here. Too short how to pass it. Ingwe. Final turn. His lap again. We'll see some of the other guys coming through. But he's going to be the first driver to set away. We've got a pretty busy track right now. We've only had one driver in the pit. That's Wheezy Weston. He didn't race last week, but he's back again. Alright, so we'll start to see some times filter through it. So it's only a 15-minute qualifying session. And then we'll have a 60-minute race as well. Try and keep up with the pit stops and everything else that goes along with it tonight. So, yeah, as we set the grid as well. So, Mersey is going to set the time. Having difficulty seeing all the drivers that are out there right now. As I said, TV is not cooperating with me tonight. So, it's going to be a little bit difficult with that small little map on the right hand side. But we'll have to battle through. So he's coming through, 10 and 11. See what he can do. He had an alright race last week, Mersey. He's a scrapper. So Lethargy Racing. He's going to be the first one to set a time. As he comes up to the Crocodiles, his turn is called. Turn 13. through the final turn, 16, that sharp left-hander. Roll across the line. Stanhouse is out there as well, so he goes at 152. Sorry, that was someone awesome. Goes at 152, sorry. So, Team Little Bear, he's coming in as well. Wheeler might be coming around. Yeah, he is. Let's see what time he can go. So, the time's starting to filter in. Big Les is up there in P4. And missing, he's got a time in there as well. Vert's just cut. Vert's coming around now in that green Mercedes to set his first time. Let's see what he can do. So Vert, he's on a beginning on his fast lap. Stanhouse. What has he got for us? His first lap as well. Alright, we'll get back to him. What about Eagle Wind? Cracking battle between him and someone awesome, an angry old fella last week in Suzuka. Eagle Wind goes pole so far with a 152.1. So, good lap from him. This is AB Saints coming in that distinctive blue Camaro of his. Time he can set if he's on a fast lap. I think he's got angry old fella. No, that's looks like, yeah, angry old fella behind me possibly. Yeah, here he comes. So AB Saints is just beginning his fast lap right now. We've got less than 10 minutes left in the session, 9 to be exact. Angry old fella, he goes into P10 for now. What about Weezy? Where's he? Just coming through turn 13 now. Crocodiles. Let's see, this will be his first time. The distinctive note of that Maserati, especially on those downshifts. Alright, so let's see where he shakes out if he's on a fast lap. He is. He goes P3, so nice work from Wheezy. Hammer's just starting a lap. I think Stanhouse, here he is, he's coming around. So we caught him early at the beginning of the lap. Let's see what he can do now. So he currently hasn't set a time, along with AB Saints and Hammer. Stanhouse does set his first time. He goes P9, so nice work from Stanhouse. Want to go again though. He want to try and get up nice and high. AB Saints, he's going to finish his lap very shortly. So we saw him at the beginning. Let's see what he can do with that Camaro of his. Tonight he is representing Ryko Racing. So he's one of the Pro-Am drivers. He comes around the final turn, turn 16. See what he's got for us so far. He goes up to P16, so nice work from him. Hammer, he's set to set a time. This might be where it gets a little tricky. Oh, there's bits are missing. He's off. So that is just around through 15 and 16, just towards the end of the lap. So he's had a little bit of an off. Oh, he's had a big off. Yeah, he's definitely had a big off. So he's hit that pretty hard. Oh, and he's hit the pit entry as well, trying to come in too. So a little bit of salt in the wound. Curver in that Porsche. Very, very neatly presented Porsche. The corporate colours, if you like. He's currently P18, as we've got just under 6.5 minutes left in the session. Gets a nice little tow here up the front straight. That's from Hammer. And that helps him move into P16. At the moment, though, it is currently someone awesome, our championship leader, He is P1 with a 151.5. This man here, Eagle Win, D-Roll. He's 6/10 behind him. What can he do in that BMW of his? Doesn't improve, but he might be starting a fast lap though. Just Argon, I haven't seen him. I don't think he raced last week. Had a bit of a smaller grid last week just due to the rugby, state of origin. Not too sure if any of the Queensland supporters would have liked watching that rather than racing. Blues supporters, on the other hand, would have absolutely loved it. So, game 2, I don't know when game 2 is. I think it's in New South Wales. We'll have to wait for that one. But in the meantime, we're here tonight. Exploded Argon. He's currently P11. He's coming around the final turn. What can he do in that big monstrous Camaro of his? See if he's on a lap. It doesn't improve if he is. Hammer is coming up. Hammer's starting a lap. What about Angry Oddfellow? He's 4/10 behind. Coming through the sweeper of Sunset. Angry old fella, he kind of dry. He's got a bit of an angry style almost. You know, it's like he loves to slide in the car around. I guess you have to do that with these GT4 cars as well. They don't have all the as much downforce and the extras that say like a GT3 car has. They weigh a little bit more as well, so that always makes a difference. That whole sort of GT4 philosophy, you know, run what you brung kind of thing. So they're very stock looking. Performance a little bit different as well, but it still provides really, really close racing. I think that's one of the big appeals of this formula, the GT4 formula. So Angry Oddfellow, we've got less than 4 minutes left in this qualifying session. This is round 14 of the Go2Whoa series, the GT4 ACC series. Coming around that final turn, so can he improve on his current time to take pole position? No, he doesn't improve, so he will go again. What about this man, Eagle Win? I think we saw him on his previous lap. Let's see if he can go a little bit further in that 008 car. He doesn't, so he'll remain P4 for now. What about Wheezy? Wheezy's coming around the final turn. Currently P5, he's 8/10 off the pace. He goes P2, 3/10 behind someone awesome. So he's still on the pole position. But Wheezy closing in. Brenticles is up there as well as we see Bert Wheeler get a handful of oversteer coming out of the final turn. He doesn't improve his time, which we have only 2.5 minutes left of this session. Psycho, where's he? He's coming up through turn 2, turn 3. Haven't seen much of him. Don't think he raced last week either, so quite a few were absent. Good to see that he's back though. I think AB Saints is coming around the final turn. There he is, yep. He's currently P18. We've got less than 2 minutes left in the session. That's where he will remain for now. This is Stanhouse, so he's down in P12. This is the man I was looking for. Bits are missing. So after that, that mistake that we saw just at the pit entry, he moves into P13. So Easy's going to go again. He's pushing it pretty hard. Looks like he might be. As we have less than a minute left in the session. Can Wheezy put it on pole with this lap? Oh, he improves. But he still can't beat Someone Awesome's time there of the 151.3. Speaking of Someone Awesome, he's just coming through turn 7, turn 8 now. Through the S's, 8 and 9. Can he improve his time? So he's being hunted down there by Wheezy Brenticles, Angry Old Fella who's in the pits, Eagle Wind, Mersey Blue, Psycho, Ty Morgo, Morningstar Mike, and Big Les Gaming. Haven't seen much of Big Les yet. Looks like someone's going to pull out of that one. Right behind him though is this man, Big Les. Speak of the devil. He shall appear. He's currently P10. He's a bit unlucky last week at Suzuka. Exo spun it around at the hairpin in front of him as we go 000. So this will be his final lap of the session. He'll want to try and improve from P10. Stick with him for now in the Mercedes. Psycho's still out there as well. I think Wheezy is right behind Big Les, so he's going to go and try and snatch pole from Someone Awesome. So quite a few drivers in the pits. Only a few cars left out on circuit. One of them is this man, Big Les Gaming. Let's see what he's got. Can he improve on his P10? No, he can't. What about Wheezy? Wheezy's got to pit in. I think Psycho is out there as well. He is. So he's just coming through. This is 13. He might have even changed his livery for this week. I'm not too sure. As he comes around the final turn, turn 16, the left-hander. He will remain in P7. So that will pretty much be our grid. I think Team Little Bear, is he out there? He is, yep. He is. So it's Someone Awesome who's taken pole position. Congratulations to someone. It's Wheezy Western in P2. Brenticles. He is taken P3. Then it's Angry. And you can see the rest of the grid there. Eagle, Mersey Blue. I'm just going to write all this down. Eagle, Mersey Blue. Psycho, Ty Morgo. And then you can see the rest. So I'll quickly write all this down. I'll get to you in a moment. Alright, so we'll get this one underway very, very shortly. Yeah, looking forward to this to do an hour around the Kyalami circuit in South Africa. It's the ACC GT4 Go2Whoa series. Round 14. So we're closing in on the final stages of this season. Curver down the bottom there. AB Saints. And then we've got Hammer and Team Little Bear. Alright. Cool. So that is our grid. We will get this one underway very, very shortly. Well, that was a little bit more difficult than I thought that it would be, with no big TV screen to help me through it. And just that little track map. But I think we got through it alright. Managed to pick up all of the action. I think, yeah, this will be alright. So we've got 2 minutes before we start. So just having a quick look through the grid. So that is Someone Awesome, who's taken out pole position again, our championship leader. He's one of the pro drivers. Wheezy Western Another pro driver. He is representing Ryco Racing Brenticles in P3. Another pro driver representing Soft Porn Racing. Angry Old Fella in that Mercedes. One of the pro drivers, Eagle Wind. So one of three BMW drivers tonight. Morningstar Mike as well, joining him as well as Exo. So he's in P5. Mersey Blue in P6. Psycho in P7. So good result for him. Ty Morgo had a cracking race last night. We'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. In P8. Then Morningstar Mike in P9. P10 is that man, Big Les Gaming. So he couldn't improve on that time when we were on him for the final stages of qualifying. So he'll start P10. Exploded Argon. He's going to finish, start P11. We'll see if he finishes P11. Hopefully he finishes a bit high. Stanhouse in the little McLaren that could. He had a interesting strategy last week. Went pretty long at Suzuka, P12. Bits are missing after that little accident at the pit entry. P13, BV Racing, and then Vert Wheeler in that distinctive green Mercedes of his. Exo in P16, Curver in 17th, AB Saints in 18th, Hammer in 19th, and Team Little Bear rounding out the top 20. So awesome to see all 20 cars on the grid. We are a mere 10 seconds away from getting this one underway. It will be round 14. Okay, so there they go. They're going to get away from the grid. Now, I think my camera was last on Team Little Bear, so I do apologise. Makes it a little bit difficult. Start right back of the grid. Change that as soon as I get the camera's just locked for now. One of the shortcomings of the spectator mode in this game, but you know you can't complain too much. It's still, for what it gives us, I think it's still pretty good quality. So a little bit going to get those tyres nice and warm. Look at that race suit. You got to give this man some credit. He may be last, but he looks damn good doing it. Coordinated race suit of his, so he's putting some time there. I like it. Got to respect the man who puts in a bit of time with the race suit. So looking very good there. See if that can translate into a good result. He is in P20 right now, but once told, if you can't actually do the sport, you can't perform the sport you're doing that well, at least look like you can. At least look like you can do it. It's a good excuse to buy all the stuff. Right, so they're going to set off on they're on their warm-up lap now, which is coming through. It's Turn 7 Clubhouse now. 3:34 p.m. local time. Last week we saw the race start in the dark. It was about 1 a.m. I think it started and ended in light. We might even see this one finish in darkness today. Might be the reverse depending on how fast the time is set to go ahead. I would say so. The time ticked over pretty quick last week. Endurance Racing is common at this circuit. They've got the Kyalami 9-hour endurance race here. So not uncommon to see lights are blazing racing around this 4.52 kilometre circuit. So they're all getting side by side now. Just coming through the final stages of the lap. This one all sorted. And I'll have to quickly jump drive mode, so the return to garage mode, then we'll be able to pick up the race start. Just we're giving Team Little Bear a little bit of shine.
Give it all you got.
There we go. So there they go. So we're off and racing. So it looks like Wheezy Western managed to get a really good jump there on Someone Awesome. Someone Awesome going to go up the inside of turn 1. They're going to battle it out for the lead. Looks like Someone Awesome. That looks like it might be Big Les Gaming in there as well. Possibly. It's one of the Mercedes. I think it is Big Les Gaming. No, is he down in P10? I think not too sure. Alright, we'll get back to that in a moment anyway. As the timing screen does that little glitch that it does. This is Angry Old Fella, so he's P3. Wheezy putting Someone Awesome under all sorts of pressure right now in the opening stages of this one. But it looks like it's Wheezy following Someone Awesome, followed by Angry Old Fella. That's Brenchicles was the Mercedes I was trying to work out earlier. Mersey Blue is in there as well, P5. Eagle Wind. Moved himself into P6. So he's dropped down a couple of positions. One position, P5. Practicals is going to give chase to Angry Old Fella as they come through the sweep of turn 12 with Mineshaft. Someone Awesome's got that 1 second gap already to Wheezy. Already been able to open that gap. Wheezy runs a little bit wide. That might open up the door for Brennicles to slip through. Not quite enough. So come around and complete the first lap of this 60-minute race. And everyone managed to get around with no issues. So there's no spinners, there was no incidents, there's no punting off the road. Wheeler, he's right behind Hammer. Can he get a toe up the front straight? Turn 1 called the Kink. A little bit similar to turn 1 at Phillip Island. Kind of reminds me of that corner a little bit, if you know the track. He's going to go up the inside. Oh, did he make a little bit of contact with Hammer there? Not sure. He's going to go around the outside though. Gets 2 wheels on the grass. Done through Barbecue Bend though. He does. Gets a little tap from Curver. I think he's been able to manage to complete that move. And he's up into P16. So nice work from Vert. Ty Morgo in that Mercedes of his. Haven't seen anyone. Oh, but the pit will be open now. Here's Ty Morgo in that signature 05 number of his. And he's battling it out with Big Les Gaming. He's moved up a couple of positions. Still out in front though, it's Wheezy Western. Wheezy Western's in P3. Someone Awesome in P1. Angry Old Fella in P2. Some very familiar names up there at the front. Time to go riding the curves there through turn 15. Cheetah is what it's called. Cheetah the animal, not Cheetah the cheetah. Scanning down the field for some close battles here. Let's see if Ty can get a run on Eagle Wind. Way too far back. He's too busy chasing down Mersey Blue in that little Audi of his. So a good start from everyone. Haven't had any dramas off the start. So obviously we've got pit stops tonight. Team Little Bear, he's managed to move up a couple of spots. He's P18 right now from P20. So AB Saints has replaced him down the bottom. Just Hammer in front of him. So they're having their own private little battle there. No pit stops completed as yet. but got a few stragglers, Curver and ABC, so maybe they've had a little coming together somewhere. He's dropped them right back to the rear of the field. Window looking to make the pass. Mersey Blue he does, so he got that just at the last second. That was through turn 10 and 11. So Eagle Wind's able to move himself up into P5, so nice move by him. He started in P5. Oh, Mersey Blue goes right back at him now. Oh, they touched, and Mersey Blue's gone off. Not too sure how much damage he picked up, but you can see the war wounds there. So I'm not too sure, yeah, if he's got enough damage where it's going to hamper his progress. He's got a pit. Alright, so he's going to pit after that incident. Just sort of swiped him almost. He's got, here's the first pit stop. Repairs. That one down. What about, I don't know if Eagle picked up any damage there as well. We'll try and have a look at his car. Scrape on the front quarter panel. Looks like he's going all right though. Doesn't look like he suffered any damage that's going to be significant enough to hamper his progress and prevent the car from performing at its optimal level. Oh, that's Angry and Wheezy Western going at it. That's for P2, P3. The camera's just got to catch up. Someone awesome. Oh, so here goes Wheezy again. Coming up to the left-handed hairpin of turn 10 and 11. Let's see if he can just hang with him through the sweeper, the left-handed sweeper of Mineshaft. Comes barreling down the hill. That Maserati, no traction control on that one. It's a little bit wider. I think you can take a few different lines through turn 13. It is a pretty wide corner. So he was a lot closer earlier on, so it looks like Angry from Oldfellow's able to recompose himself. Keep eyes ahead and just keep a little bit, nice little bit of distance between him and Wheezy. Wheezy won't want to let him get away though. Good opportunity to slip stream him up through the turn 1 of the kink. Down to the left-hander of turn 2. It's a very wide circuit, kind of a little bit, especially turn 2, they're kind of looking reminiscent of the Circuit of the Americas with that elevated left-hander in turn 1. Obviously not as pronounced as that, but get a bit of a vibe. So just trying to just stay with Angry. They're not too far off someone awesome, and Brenticles is doing a nice job of hanging in there too. So he'll want to just keep up with these guys, hang in there and just seize any opportunity that may fall his way, but in the meantime just keep a nice comfortable pace with them. Don't go too hard, don't go too far out of yourself. And be in a good position. So Wheezy having a big look there into turn 10 and 11 again. Potentially becoming a little bit impatient now, wanting to get past Angry. Starting to spread out a little bit. There's some decent gaps out there. There's only 4 tenths between Wheezy and Angry Oldfella. Keep an eye down the field though. Let's have a quick look at BV Racing. That's very brightly coloured Camaro of his. He's giving chase to another Camaro, AB Saints. Had his Snickers today. DV closing up wide on the back now. So it's Camaro versus Camaro. Mono on mono. Team Little Bear in front of them. Keep an eye on the lead at the front though. The battle between Wheezy and Angry Old Fella. It's 6/10 now. Just dropped to 5.5. Just scanning through the field for any other close battles that we've got. This is about as good as it's going to get for now. We've got three cars very, very close. So looks like AB Saints has made up a little bit of ground there on Team Little Bear. So we might even see him execute a pass. He comes out of Barbecue Bend, turn 5. And he's going to head into the right-hand sweeper. Looking to go around the outside. This is some good racing between these two. Nice and clean, hard, fair racing. He runs a little bit wide. So does Team Little Bear. Oh, and that was, BV Racing. It's just a bit of a passenger in that one. He was an innocent bystander. AB Saints just gave him a little bit of a nudge. I think AB Saints is going to redress that. I think he is, yeah. That's great driving from AB Saints. Well done. He's redressed that position. He made a bit of a mistake there and he's given it back to BV Racing. So good driving from AB Saints. That's what we like to see. Wheezy Western, he's pitting. So that's lap 5 for Wheezy. He's pitting on. He's probably going to use that to get out of that traffic away from Angry Old Fella. Might not have had the pace to keep up with him. So I thought I'll complete a pit stop and just get out of the toe of Angry and not try and stretch himself too thin. So a little bit of strategy coming into play there. That moves Brenticles though. He's up into P3 now. That's where he started. So he hasn't made any progress, but he hasn't gone back. That's the main thing. It's got Eagle though. Eagle's starting to close in. He's 1.2. He was 1.2, so he's made up 7/10. You can see the car sliding a little bit there as he goes through Sunset. That was Brenticles I was talking about. So it's a Mercedes 1, 2, 3, 5. Right now it's the BMW spoiling the party. It's the Eagle Wind BMW. So Ty Morgo, he's 1.4 seconds off of Eagle Wind. Looks like he might end up catching these cars in front of him as well. 5 very, very high quality drivers as well that we've got in the front. Wonder that they're the top 5 cars. So it looks like Big Les Gaming though, he's the first of the Pro-Am drivers, if I'm not mistaken. And that looks like it was Angry Old Fella going into the pits. It is, yeah, so on lap 6, Angry Old Fella, he's going to pit. 46-minute mark. So complete his first stop. So him along with Wheezy Western will be the only 2 drivers, along with Mersey Blue, Team Little Bear and Exo. So seem to miss those other 2, Exo and Team Little Bear, pitting along the way. They've completed their stops. 1 of 2 stops required. Brenticles Eagle Wind D roll. I need to get clarification on the D. For some reason I thought it was death roll. But yeah, no, apparently it's not. Just need to get clarification now. P3 is representing Dragon Wonton Racing, one of the pro drivers. So barreling through turn 12, now turn 13, the crocodiles. A couple of animals on here, the crocodiles, cheetah. So two animals very synonymous with South Africa. Africa in general, if you like. Wheezy's come out in P12. Angry Old Fella's in P11. So Wheezy hasn't been able to get past Angry. He's going to find the same rear of that Mercedes in front of him as we see someone awesome. He pits in on lap 8 of this one. So we don't count the laps, we count the minutes. Just for reference sake. We'll just note what lap they come in on for their pit stops. Easy Western, he might have been hoping to try and just leapfrog someone awesome, Angry Old Fella, but he was onto that one. And he responded with his pit stop to keep Wheezy behind him. We've gone 15 minutes already. So you see the shadow starting to become a little bit longer. So the sun going down. Track temperature's at 26. Air temperature's at 20. Track's at optimum. 1 kilometre wind. It was a northwester, then it was a northeaster. Alright, Curver is in the pits now as well. He's completed another stop. So that will be his first one. In terms of drivers who've completed stops, it will be someone awesome, Angry Old Fella, Wheezy, Bert Wheeler, Mersey Blue, AB Saints, Curver, and Exo. So we've got a few in there. Yeah. Just over a quarter race distance of this one so far, which is round 14. Go2Whoa ACC GT4 Series. Two. It's a 1.3 second gap. It's 1.1 between Brenticles and Eagle Win, so Brenticles has inherited that lead after someone awesome pitted the other lap. Just a lap ago. So Eagle Win is going to chase down that Mercedes of Brenticles. Brenticles representing Soft Porn Racing. And obviously Eagle of Dragon one-time racing. So it's less than a second now between these two. Coming through the left-hander, turn 7, Clubhouse. Might jump on board. Let's have a quick look and see how he's doing it. Time now, time of day, 4:33. If you like. So we've got a little hairspin coming out of it, kept a pretty tight line. Just sweeping left hand, you can take this flat, you want to try and get across to the left hand side of the track as they do. That is one corner that you definitely cut. See the colourful signage on the right hand side of the track there. Run pretty wide there, it's not too bumpy on the outside. You don't risk validating any laps. After the 152.5, just a tenth off the best time. Although wider, we see traction control there, only one. Minimal traction control needed for Eagle tonight. That Mila. One of my favourite corner names, Barbecue Bend. Bomb Hole, that's another one. That's Snedden. Good one. Brenticle's doing a pretty good job here. Nice and smooth. Not making any mistakes. Neither is Eagle. Fleetwood for that matter though. So three drivers. Pretty straight and narrow. This is a tough corner here. Comes over the rise. Got to really be careful where you spot your braking point. Nice tight turn through there. I think Brentwood might have done that a little bit better then. This corner here, this is sort of trying to work out can you take it flat. So a couple of corners that take some alternative lines. Yeah, stay away. You saw Brenticles almost like he saw that sausage curve. He's like, no, I don't think so. Let's get back to the action. So it looks like someone awesome in the meantime. He pitted. So he's pitted, he's completed both stops now. So has Angry Old Fella. So he's done his stop. Team Little Bear, he's completed his second stop. So 3 drivers now have completed their 2 compulsory stops. Got over more than halfway left, so it's pretty, it's a little bit of a risk to leave your to do your pit stop before, both of them before the halfway. It's a pretty long way home from there, but I think these drivers know a little bit more than I do. Just call them the action. They're the ones doing the driving. They're a lot better at it than I am. BB Racing, he's pitting now. That will be his first stop. Lap 11. Scanning the field. This is pretty much our closest battle. We've got Angry Old Fella. He's chasing down Morningstar Mike. So Morningstar Mike's completed 1 stop. Angry Old Fella's completed both. That's what we find down here in P10. 1 or 2 stops. Methodically move his way up the field. Morningstar Mike though, he's someone who likes a battle, keeps it fair, keeps it clean, but races it hard. It's a missing in that Aston Martin in the background. Last week we had an Alpine, not this week. Just the one Aston Martin, the one Maserati. Mercedes, a couple of Porsches, Camaros in there as well. So good mixture of makes and models in this league. Angry, not really closing in on Morningstar Mike as I thought, as quick as I thought he would. That's Big Les. He's coming in for his stop. Be his first. So we're at the early stoppers. Angry, Wheezy, and someone. This is someone and Angry have both completed their stops. And there's a few laps after that. Sort of turn lap 11 and 12. And back the 20-minute mark, if you like. So we are approaching halfway, half distance. Mersey Blue in for another stop. We had that incident earlier on. We saw that all coming together. I think it was with Eagle. So he will be a non-repair stop. They'll be both of them out of the way now. Not too sure if he will need to stop again after that one. Stop after having stopped to complete to fix up the damage. We'll get to Psycho because he's only 2/10 behind Exploded Argon. We picked them up at a good time as well as they're just coming through the crocodiles. He's got a good run on him here. As they come through. Oh yeah, stay right away from that. from that sausage curb. Not too sure if he's got a little bit of scraped paint on the front of that car. And Exploded Argon, he's pitted. Alright, so that I believe that's his first stop. And Psycho's got Free Reign in front of him. He's got Ty Morgo up ahead, so the guys that haven't pitted is Brenticles, Eagle Wind, Ty Morgo, Psycho. Exploded Argon's in for his first stop, and everyone else has stopped at least once. Drivers that have stopped twice, Someone Awesome, Angry Old Fella, Mercy Blue, and Team Little Bear. And then the rest of the field has stopped once. So the top 4 drivers yet to pit, and they currently take up the top 4 spots. Funnily enough. What about this man, Hammer? He's on the hammer of AB Saints in the Camaro. Both of these drivers have stopped once already. Oh, that's a bold line through 15. Sausage curb, I'd say, brought quite a few drivers unstuck. Not today, obviously, as we see Vert Wheeler. He pits. So that sausage curb at turn 15, that's the one to watch out for. AB Saints runs a little bit wide through turn 2. That's Crowthorne. Curb as they round Barbecue Bend. Saw some YouTube footage on there. It's apparently good viewing. As we see Eagle Wind and Brenticles, they both pit. Oh, as we're seeing Hammer just drifting it through there. So Brenticles and Eagle have both completed their stop then. So both their first stops. Lap 14, obviously. So approaching that halfway mark. So a little bit of a different strategy compared to Someone Awesome and Angry Old Fella. Wheezy Weston, who pitted relatively earlier as well. He was lap 5, he pitted on. He's down in P5. He's 3.3 seconds behind Psycho. So he's got the Porsche in front of him, Curvis. He's obviously lapping him right now. The old fella hasn't made too much headway into Morningstar Mike. Oh, as I say that there, oh no! He's turned around, so that was through Barbecue Bend. So just as we brought the camera onto him, he made contact. He was trying to go around, go up the inside, and just made a little bit of contact there and turned the car around. Didn't do a full 360, but enough to lose the spot to bits and miss it. And now it's coming under attack from Exploded Argon, who recently pitted. So a little bit of a mistake from Angry. Want to try and just recompose himself, reset mentally, get back in that rhythm. Don't think the car would have suffered any damage there. This is a sort of a wheel-to-wheel kind of incident. He's using pretty much going almost all 4 wheels off the road there as he comes through 10 and 11. Take bits and missing for position there as well, so I'll swap positions once more. He's able to successfully complete that pass. So, oh no, here comes bits and missing. He comes back, so he's not going to give it up without a fight, Bitzer. Oh, Angry runs wide. Is it enough to give a chance to Bits and Missing as they come through the final turn onto that front straight? Was coming under. Oh no! I was going to say he was coming under attack from Exploded Argon, but he's turned it around at turn 16 as well. So he might have got a little bit too early on the gas there, and he's turned it around. I was going to say he was looking like he might have been able to make a little bit of a charge on Bits and Missing, but that's all for none now. He's going to have to reset and go again. Out in front, it's Ty Morgo, so he's one of the drivers yet to pit. It's a pretty sizable lead between him and Brenticles. As we make the halfway mark. Been a good race so far. We've had a bit of action. I just feel like it's starting to build though, as we see Hammer. He is going to come into the pits for his second stop, I believe, or his first stop. I'll work that out in a moment. Lap 15 nonetheless. So drivers that don't need to pit again, unless there's some damage of some sort. Someone awesome, Angry Old Fella, Mersey Blue, and then Vert Wheeler, Team Bear and Curver. Drivers at the front. So Eagle Wind, he's pitting again. So is Brenticles. So they did this earlier on, only just a couple of laps ago. So they're both pitting again. They're going to clear their stops just after the halfway mark. So potentially on very, very similar strategies, well, identical strategies really when it comes to the pit stops. So they're both singing from the same hymn book. And that's two more drivers to tick off who've completed both their stops as we watch. That's Exploded Argon run very wide there through the Crocodiles. Morningstar Mike, he's coming into pit. So a lot of the pit stops all happening. A lot of green on there now. Only two drivers yet to pit. That's Ty Morgo and Psycho. They're currently P1, P2. Ty Morgo's about 23 seconds up the road from Psycho. What about this man, Brenticles? He's putting in a good performance. He started P3. He's currently P6. But once the pit stops are all clear, he might be net P2. So he's done a good job to move his way up. Eagle Wind. He started P5. He's currently in P7, but if you take pit stops into account, he could be net P3. Angry Old Fellow though, he started P4, so that's kind of where he is right now. He's currently P8, but net P4. Easy Western, he started second. He's currently third on track. One stop still to go though. It'll be interesting to see when he decides to pit. Pitted a little pretty early on in the piece, about sort of the 12-14 minute mark. On the track. Oh, here we go. So Wheezy. So he's 6/10 behind Psycho. Here we go. So they're about to come through the right-hand sweeper of Sunset. As the sun is literally setting, those shadows are getting longer. Wheezy all over the back of that Mercedes of Psycho. Pushing very, very hard. Maserati may be small, but it is certainly mighty. I think that's Vert Wheeler, not Vert Wheeler. Oh yeah, it is Vert Wheeler and AB Saints in the foreground. Wheezy making himself known to Psycho. Oh, they both spun. That's Vert and AB Saints. They both spun in front of him. They haven't interfered at all, so lucky for these two drivers here as we see Wheezy just getting a little bit wide on the grass. So it might have retarded his progress a little bit there. He needs every bit of momentum. Where's Psycho gone? Psycho ran very wide through there. That was through the Crocodiles. So he ran wide. That was enough for Wheezy to slip through. So Wheezy is essentially, he's on track P2 right now. Still a stop to go. But he's going to put in some, he might, I'm thinking he might leave this right to the end, his final stop. He might just try and create as much gap as he possibly can. He's got plenty of free air in front of him. There's a car just coming through turn 5 now, so he's got a bit of a gap. don't know if Psycho's going to really have enough to keep up with him. So we might see this man here, Wheezy Western, run it as far as he can, as long as he dares, really, to the end to try and snag himself a podium, even a potential victory. He's going to throw his hat in the ring and chance his arm, see how he goes. Meanwhile, Brenticles, he's only 2/10 behind someone awesome. They've both stopped, so they're P5, P6, so this is 4th position. They're both on the same strategy, so we've seen them pitting together. Synchronized pitting, if you like. Identical strategy. They both came in on their first stop only 4 laps ago, and then they completed their second stops 2 laps later. So getting them out of the way nice and quick, giving them fresh air to run till the end. So that's my prediction. Wheezy's going to run all the way, leave his last stop as long as he can. Is going to have to find out. So Big Wes Gaming, he needs to stop again. Ty Morgo needs to complete 2 stops. Psycho needs to complete 2 stops. The only 2 drivers to do so. Wheezy, Big Wes, Bits and Missing, Exploded Argon, Stanhouse, BV Racing, and Exo all need to stop one more time. The rest of the field have cleared theirs. They've gone green in the little box indicator. They can go all the way until the end without having to stop again, as Brenticles takes a very tight line through turn 16. Someone awesome, 1.4 seconds up the road now, so the gap just over a second between them, which is indicative of most close battles. They're sort of a second or more. Psycho just hanging around with Wheezy. Not able to exactly drop Psycho. Yep, to pit. I saw Mersey Blue in the foreground. And so that sun starting to set. Giving us some... Oh, Psycho is definitely not enjoying the sunset right now. He runs very wide. 3 yeses. Easy to skip away a little bit further, gives him some breathing room up there in P2. As we see Stanhouse completing his stop now. BV Racing, he's chasing down Morningstar Mike. So we saw him have that little scrap with the other Camaro of AB Saints, who redressed it. Currently P12 right now. He started P14, so he's moved up a couple of spots. Still has 1 more stop to go though. Wheezy Western and Psycho, they're both in the pit. So Wheezy Western's made a liar of me. He said, Nick, I want to make you look like an idiot, and he has. So he's stopping, and Psycho is stopping for his first stop as well. He started in P7. So the only driver left now who hasn't come into the pits. Oh, BV Racing is going to send it up the inside. Ooh, Morningstar Mike runs very wide. We've seen a few cars do that tonight. He's able to come back because the track is very wide, but he's managed to get past the BMW Morningstar Mike. So nice racing there from BV Racing. He's moved up into P11. So good work for him in that very bright and loud Camaro, both figuratively and literally. So yeah, Ty Morgo yet to stop. 5 other drivers need to complete their second and final. One of those drivers is Exo. He's coming in now. He is going to stop for his as we have 20 minutes left in this one. It's round 14 of the GT4 ACC Go2Whoa series. He's currently P13. Qualified P16. We'll see where he ends up after his stop. He's already dropped down to 14. Mike, you want to try and get back past BV Racing, but in the meantime, we'll go to someone awesome. So he's right up behind Big Les Gaming now. He's got his teammate Brenticles behind him. So it's a soft porn racing sandwich. Trying to think of all the puns I can use, but probably stay right away from that. I'm not someone who likes to work blue. Let's stick with the racing. That's what we're good at. Alright, so what can someone awesome do with Big Les Game? Big Les, very enthusiastic driver. He's pretty active in the Discord. He'd like to be in... Oh no! Almost like a little bit of hesitation there from him as they're coming through the S's now. Someone awesome's going to send it up the inside. He does. So maybe, maybe Big Les had a bit of a lock up there. Not sure, but he's lost a position to that green Mercedes of someone awesome who moves himself into outright P2. He's completed both of his stops. He's on track to have a very, very solid outing. As we see, this is Brenticles. Poor Big Les Gaming. He's lost another spot. So he's dropped down into 4th position. He's let his teammate through there. So, still good result for softporn racing. Big Les still needs to stop. Regroup and gather himself as he goes into the pit. So he's going to complete his second and final. Started P10. And that looks like, oh, it's Hammer. That looks like it's Hammer's in the pits, and that's where he will be staying for the remainder of this one. He had a fair bit of damage there. Could be, well actually, no, I'll confirm that. He's in there right now. It looks like he'll be in there for a little while with the amount of damage that he did have. I won't make too many assumptions. So this man Brenticles is 1.3 seconds behind someone. Started P3. He's currently still P3. BV Racing. He comes in for a pit stop. His second and final. So he came in lap 11, came in lap 22. So he's doing 11 lap stints. Yeah, but Brenticles started P3. And he's now going to chase home someone awesome in the other Mercedes. All the way until the end. 1.3 seconds behind him. Wheezy Western, who started in P2. He's down there in P5. Ty Morgo, still a long way out in front, yet to pit. As we've got just over a quarter race distance left. Brenticles risking it over that sausage curb. Through 15, now through 16. Right, let's have a look. It said 6/10, but it's a bit more than that by the look of the screen. Oh, he runs wide. He runs very wide, so that's just coming into Sunset. No, it isn't. That's coming into the Crocodile, sorry. He's currently P8. He's got bits of missing a fair way down the track, so I don't think he's lost enough time to lose the position. Seen him off the road a little bit tonight. We've seen him make a couple of mistakes. He's pitting. So he's already stopped twice And we see that's Curver coming in for his stop too. So I wonder if this is, well, this has to be some sort of damage that Angry Old Fella's experienced. We've got bits of missing in there as well as exploded argon. Yeah, not too sure what's happened to Angry Old Fella, but we'll get back to the racing. Leave him in there, and racing they are. That's AB Saints. Oh, big brake lock up there into Clubhouse. Runs wide, so does Exo, so he follows him into the gravel. It's going to be a race to get out of there back onto the track. And looks like Exo's won that one. So they're both racing for P15, P16. Angry Odd Fella still in the pits. Couldn't physically see any damage. Not too sure what's happened to him there, but he's been in there for a while. The driver that was in the pits earlier, they've come out as well. So we'll still have all 20 cars running, which is fantastic, as we embark on the final 14 minutes. Oh, that's AB Saints running very wide again. That was just coming through Mineshaft. So we've seen, I think we saw Angry Odd Fella do that as well. It's easy to do through there. Always have that temptation to just take it flat. You don't want to lift. Just having a look at the top. Ty Morgo is still yet to pit. Blue flags are waving. That's Psycho to try and get past AB Saints. So there, Psycho's in P6, AB Saints down in P16. I think you've got 5 turns to give up the position. It's one of those hard things, isn't it, in racing? As a racer, you want to go as hard as you can. You don't ever want to give up a spot. Between that and penalty or disqualification, you have to do it. So it looks like he's left it as far as he can go, and he's going to give up that position now to Psycho. Oh, drifting it through Sunset. So nice images coming through with that nice afternoon light. We've almost lost all of the light. See the lights on Psycho and AB Saints. Not too sure if it will get dark enough though for the lights to take full effect as Exo runs a little bit wide. So that might hold up Psycho a little bit as they come into turn 11, but it might be opportunity here for AB Saints in that Camaro. Closes right up under braking as they go through the hairpin left-hander. Now down the hill. Runs a little bit wide, so this is where we saw him have a little bit of trouble before coming through turn 12 of Mineshaft. To get through there a lot easier this time without any dramas. So a good little battle brewing between these two. In the meantime though, it's still that man Ty Morgo out in front. He has not pitted. Oh, AB Saints getting very ragged out there, throwing it around. It's our closest battle on track though. It's only 4/10 between these two. That's why we're watching the action. Everywhere else is pretty well spread out. I think while the race is pretty settled, let's have a look at what this man is doing. This is Ty Morgo. Let's do a lap with him. Just shut up for a bit. Watch the man go to work. Ty Morgo showing us how it's done. That car is nice and clean, so it's not been too many battles. Taking some very nice tidy lines. He definitely showed us how to do it through Mineshaft. And he's still in the lead. That was a 154.5. Let's get into it. Someone awesome. He is still coming around turn 13 now. So Ty still has to pit. This is going to be interesting. So he's the only driver to not have made a stop as we enter the final 8 minutes and 17 seconds of this one. He is literally leaving it to the last minute. Ty Morgo. It is going to provide a big opportunity for this man here. Someone awesome. Looks like Angry Oddfella was able to get out of the pits as well. So not too sure what happened to him there, but needed to pit for whatever reason. He's back out there running. He's down in P13, so it's a big drop for him. He started P4, now in P13, so had not the best of races for Angry Old Fella. Wheezy Western, he's P5, started P3. Brenticles hasn't moved. He started P3, he's in P3 right now. Eagle Wind, he started P5, he's in P4. Big Les, he's had a good race, started P10, he's up in P6, both his stops completed. Psycho, he hasn't moved either way. Morningstar Mike, he's moved up a spot. Bits are missing. He's moved up 4 spots, so he's in P9 from P13. Exploded Argon, he's moved up a spot. BV Racing, he's moved up a few. Mersey Blue, he started P6, he's in P12 now, so he's dropped down 6 spots. We've already talked about Angry Old Fella. Stanhouse, he started P12, he's dropped down to P14. Exo, he's moved up 1 spot. AB Saints has moved up 2 spots. Vert Wheeler's dropped down a couple of spots. Team Little Bear, he's gone up from P20 to P18. Curver, he's dropped down a couple of spots. And Hammer, he's gone down from P19 to P20, so he's hasn't sort of moved too far from the back of the field. But that's pretty much starting positions versus current positions now. Mersey Blue's got those lights ablazing. But yeah, a little bit about Ty Morgo last night. I don't know if anyone was watching, but the Ruse Pro Series race. He didn't win. It was a sprint race around Snedden. The second race, he had 2 of the fastest drivers in that league, JJ Penguin and Vic Chan, behind him for a big chunk of that second race. It was a 30-minute sprint race. I dare say it was even maybe good 10 to 15 minutes of that race, and he had both those cars behind him. JJ Penguin was charging hard, and Ty didn't put a foot wrong and kept them both behind. He didn't lock a single brake. The car never looked nervous, never touched the grass, clipped every apex, looked like it was on rails. So phenomenal drive from him. So we had a good drive last night. He's putting in another good effort tonight as well. So we know he's got the goods to deliver. Just going to see, is his strategy going to pay off on this one, as he's got 5 minutes to go to complete 2 stops. He's just leaving it as long as he possibly can. This man here, though, someone awesome. He's going to be ready to pounce. Ty Morgo completes his first stop, so he is stationary. Let's see how long it is. I dare say to be a splash and dash. Someone awesome just coming around the crocodiles. He's still stationary. And the car drops and off he goes. I don't think it's going to be enough of a gap. This man here, someone awesome. He's looking good, but Ty Morgo still to complete another stop. And just less than 4.5 minutes left. Might not be enough time for that man on screen to complete another stop and still come out in front. Where he will come out, there's still a bit of a mystery. We'll have to wait and see. Wheezy Western, in the meantime, he could essentially be fighting for a podium here with Eagle Wind. They're P4, P5, but with Ty Morgan still to make another stop, they're all going to go up a position, which essentially put Eagle in a podium position once again. It's going to be up for grabs. There's still plenty of time for Wheezy to set Eagle up and make a pass. He's got those lights on. So Wheezy, he started P2. Eagle started P5. Two pro drivers. So Wheezy is representing Ryco Racing and Eagle is representing Dragon Wonton Racing. I'm very glad that I had dinner already. I get a bit hungry when I'm talking about wontons. Wheezy now looking very racy in that Maserati as they come around turn 11 and 12. Keep an eye at the front though for Ty Morgo. Oh, Wheezy runs wide. Coming out of that turn there. Don't think, well, it might be too, might have sort of just killed his momentum a little bit there. And here goes Ty. Ty's pitted again. Where's Someone Awesome? Someone Awesome, you can see he's just coming around now. Ty Morgo, where are you going to drop out? You see him in the background there. Hard to see with that small track map that I have on my TV not working properly. Keep an eye on him, so he's definitely dropped out of the podium positions. These two, however, have moved into P3, P4. We've got 2 minutes left, so I reckon we've probably got 2 more laps to go. They've been lapping in about the 150s. So judging by that, we'll probably see 1 more lap after this one. We didn't get the sign either, so that's a pretty good indication as well. We'll go one and a half laps now, or 1 3/4 laps. Blue flag's waving. I'm not too sure who that's for. Just trying to see who's in front of these two here. Oh, that looks like it's Stanhouse. He's down in P14, so yeah, there's a possibility he's being lapped. So the blue flags were waving. Ty Morgo has come out P5. So he's underway. He's completed both stops now. All drivers have, as we're embarking on the final minute. Just trying to have a look where Someone Awesome is. Yeah, definitely going to go 1 more lap after this because he's coming through 13 now. Weezy's just dropped off a bit here from Eagle Wind. Can't seem to close that gap. I have another full lap around though to have a go at him, but it looks like Eagle Wind's doing what he needs to do to hold him off. You see Wheezy run a little bit wide.
Give it all you can.
And there's the signal. The leader is on the final lap. As the time clock is T-minus 30 seconds. And this one is going to come to a close very shortly. And it's that man again, Someone Awesome, our championship leader. And this will pretty much put a bow on his championship. He'll be declared the outright winner after this race if he completes the victory. Brenticles, a well-earned second for him as well right now. And this man here, Eagle Wind, putting in a sterling effort. Let's see where someone is. He's just coming around through... yeah, that's turn 7 Clubhouse. So another great race from him. So he took pole position. So he started at the front. Can't really say he was challenged too hard tonight. He's done it pretty easy. His car is nice and clean. There's no battle scars on there. No signs of any scraps or scrapes. He's done it pretty well tonight. Another convincing victory. He almost took victory at the Imola Enduro after he had a spin very early on in the race. But he was able to fight back at Laguna Seca then at Suzuka last week. He's about to round the final turn of Kyalami. So it means my home in Zulu and the home of someone awesome right now is P1. So congratulations to someone awesome who takes victory of round 14 of the Go2Whoa ACC GT4 Series Brenticles. He's going to come home in P2. So congratulations to Brenticles. Started P3. He's finished P2. Eagle Wind. He's going to finish in front of Wheezy Western in P3. Wheezy, oh, he's coming under attack from Ty Morgan now, so he might have had a moment on the last lap there. It's a drag race until the end. Looks like Wheezy just got in there by just under 2/10. So Ty Morgan is going to end up finishing P5. This man here, Big Les Gaming, good result from him. Started in P10. He's going to come home in P6. Well done to him. Psycho in that other Mercedes. He's going to come home in P7. So he's wearing a few little battle scars at the front of that car and at the rear as well. Don't mind the livery on that one. So he's going to come home in P7. Well done to him. Congratulations to Psycho. Morningstar Mike. So a decent effort from him. He started P9. He's going to bring it home in P8. Oh, I see the meatball flag in the background. Is that Hammer? Just drifting it through the final couple of turns. But Morningstar Mike is going to come home P8. Bits are missing. He will finish P9. That little Aston Martin of his, very smart looking Aston Martin. The maroon silver. So he'll cross the line there in P9. Exploded Argon in the Camaro. He comes home in P10. Congratulations to him. And BV Racing, he'll round out the last drivers on the final lap there. So congratulations to someone awesome who's taken home yet another victory in this series. Pretty much wraps up the championship and will be declared the championship winner. So congratulations to someone awesome. An awesome job. Everyone there just stopping for a bit of a look around there at turn 2. But it was someone awesome from Brenticles and Eagle. That is your podium. It was Wheezy Western and Ty Morgan fought it out there for P4 and P5 in the end. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that one. I know I did. That was alright. That was a good fun race. I like the Kyalami circuit. Next week, the championship heads to, let me find out before we close this one off. Look, entry list. I can't find the calendar now. Alright, well, you can check on the, oh, here we go. So, they are going to Zolder next week for round 15, the penultimate round. The week after that will be the Bathurst Enduro. There's some good stuff for the Bathurst Enduro. So they're going to do sort of like retro liveries to represent particular cars from the past, V8 supercars from at Bathurst. So that'll be a good one to watch out for. But yeah, got it, awesome. Yeah, Zolder. So Zolder next week for the penultimate one. All right. That's it. So my name is Nick. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I think I managed all right considering the technical difficulties, but we got there in the end. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you.